In the latest philanthropy issue of Town and Country magazine, Legend shared his new initiative in the fight for criminal justice reform. We sat down with the 10-time Grammy Award winner before his upcoming tour at Hearst Tower, that's where Town and Country is based, and he opened up about why this issue is important to him on a personal level. I think when people hear criminal justice reform, I think a couple of things happen. Either they're very passionate and engaged, their eyes glaze over like, oh God, we're talking about it again, or it involves race and it scares people. What do you say, John, to really make people understand why you feel so passionate and committed to it?
We are the most incarcerated country in the world. We have 5% of the world's population, and we have 25% of the world's prison population. That means we lock up people at a higher rate than any other country in the world.
But people say, look, John, they broke the law. Shouldn't they be in prison? Breaking the law is a choice you're making too.
But laws aren't handed down from God. These are laws that we as society have decided upon. We can change those laws. If we overpunish, we can decide as a society that we've overpunished. We sentence children in America to life without parole. No other country does that. We don't have to do that.
What's going on? What's going on?
I do think things are changing in this country with people paying attention,
true.
don't you?
And I think it's actually been bipartisan, which is...
In 2015, R&B superstar John Legend launched Free America, an initiative focused on bringing awareness and change to issues involving mass incarceration.
Every time we lock someone up, it's a choice we're making. We're saying we're going to invest dollars into keeping people in cages. Or we could have invested that money into making their communities better, making them safer, healthier, better educated, so they were never in trouble in the first place. So many communities and families have been destroyed. I've personally seen the effects of incarceration on my own family and my communities.
What do you mean by that, that you've personally seen
My
it?
mother had an issue with drugs when I was younger, and she was in and out of jail during my teenage years.
I've never heard you talk about that.
I've talked about it a little bit in this context of saying, when people have drug problems, and we know that the opiate crisis is challenging a lot of communities around America, and I think a lot of families know that when people have drug problems, what people don't really need is a lot of punishment, they need a lot of help.
And Legend is wasting no time taking action.
Hello, how are you? Nice.
He recently launched Unlock Futures, a program that will invest in business and entrepreneurial ideas for people who have been released from prison.
We're going to provide some money to seed some entrepreneurs who have come out of prison and want to change their lives. They've developed a skill while they've been in prison, and we want to give them a chance to innovate, to work, to create jobs themselves, and for other people in their communities.
Yeah, so you're not just giving them a job, you're giving them a chance at owning their own business.
Absolutely.
You made the Time 100 list this year, in part because of your work in this area. Harry Belafonte wrote your intro. What did you think about that?
I was really honored, and I've known Mr. Belafonte for years now, and I've been inspired by him for years even before that. He's done some amazing things in his life, and he's made a lot of great music and great entertainment for people, but he also, throughout his career, was committed to justice. He was marching with Dr. King. He was helping to fund these marches that are now iconic, and he's always been an example of an artist who used his platform to make change, and I look at that kind of artist as an example for me of the kind of artist I want to be.
Legend recently released his 5th studio album, Darkness and Light. He calls it his best and most personal. He says he's excited to share it with fans on his upcoming tour. He and supermodel wife Chrissy Teigen are planning to use their preferred method of travel, a good old-fashioned tour bus.
We're going to be on the bus. We're going to...
You and Chrissy Teigen do not seem like bus people. No offense to anybody that rides a bus.
I've been doing...
You don't seem like bus people.
I've been doing my tour bus since I started in this business, and I enjoy being on the tour bus. It's a very luxurious tour bus.
It's sort of like a rolling home.
Yes, exactly. And now it has a crib.
That new amenity is for 1-year-old baby Luna. Legend says being a dad has given his politics a greater purpose, and he's enjoying every single step of first-time parenting. What's your favorite nickname for her?
I call her Luna a lot just because I feel like I don't want to over-nickname her because I feel like her name is her name and we want to call her that. But we call her Luna, Lulu. We call her Looney Tunes sometimes.
I like Looney Tunes.
Tunes.
Do you have a favorite little song? Everybody makes up a little makeup song that they do.
Oh my God. My worst and best song is all the same.
Okay. Okay, let me hear. I just want to hear a little bar.
It's for when I'm changing her diaper. Somebody's got a stinky booty. Her name is Luna and she made a poopy. Somebody's got a stinky booty and daddy's gonna clean it up.
Oh, I like that.
That's terrific.
You can tell
oh
he has
my
a
God.
good time with baby Luna. He and Chrissy both. And we talked about Chrissy opening up about postpartum. He was very glad that she did that because he thinks it can help other people. He's very, very involved in this criminal justice system. It means a lot to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's an incredible artist, but thinks so deeply about social change.
Yeah, because I said, when people commit the crime, shouldn't they be in prison? He goes, yes, if the laws were equal. That's the point that he.
It's a subject that a lot of people get involved in.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's
African Americans
changing.
and others, and
That's
Republicans
right.
and Democrats.
It's an important issue.
Including Rand Paul, who we had on earlier.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
5%.